to both of you. Thank you for joining in tonight's practice. So this is your regular flow, Thursday flow that is. So let's begin by bringing your shin bones against the mat. So if this is your first time joining the class, welcome to the practice. So try to move as mindfully as you can with all the postures we'll be doing tonight. You don't have to do all of them basically. You just have to feel it in yourself whether you're up for it or not. Make sure that your practice is your own. So since I'm not able to see you basically moving, so make sure that you are mindfully moving. You're using your intuition to guide you in your practice this evening. So having said that, let's begin in your seated posture. Bring your shin bones down. Try to bring your big toes to touch if you can. Press your bums against your heels. And then just walk your hands slowly forward. Maybe you can shimmy your shoulders side to side. Finding your own rhythm there. Playing with your hands, your fingers. Allowing the shoulders to open up a bit. So you don't have to fully stretch your arms at this point. It's too early in the practice. Maybe you can bring your forehead down just to relax the neck. Maybe you can even go wider. Try to go as wide as your mat. And sit your bums down once again. This is your child's pose, Balasana. This is a posture of restoration. So all throughout the practice this evening, if you feel the need to restore yourself, make sure you just go down, relax, and breathe. At this point, okay, make sure that your arms are long. Then look forward, lift the chest, breathe in here. Then as you exhale, lower everything down, breathe out. A few more rounds of this on your own. Take a deep breath in. Then as you exhale, take a deep breath out. Maybe your last here, breathing in. And as you breathe out, just settle down here. If you have a pillow, you can rest your forehead down if you're unable to reach the floor or the mat. You can also lower the elbows down, softening the limbs first, and just relax. So we just want to calm the body first. We want to slowly arrive here. It might take a while, and that is okay. So tonight we practice. We're not performing. We're not aiming for perfection at any point. So we have different bodies, different shapes. So yoga meets us where we're at. So whether you're a beginner or a not so beginner anymore, to each his own. So just breathe, calm down, try to tune in with your breath, with your feelings. And just let the mind rest here first. Now from here, lift your chest, just walk the hands back. Bring your thighs a little closer. Press your hands on top of your knees or your thighs. And just move your belly forward. Move the chest forward as well. Gaze up to the ceiling or your nose. Then as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Suck the navel in. Stretch those arms around the spine. Good. One more time. Inhale. So we're moving the body as we breathe. Exhale. Ideally, one breath, one movement. But if you need two, that is okay. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. We'll come back to neutral. We continue articulating the spine by allowing the spine to move in circles. So I started with my right, to the front, to the left, and moving to the back. Okay? So the hips remain where they are. The lower body supports the upper. And then switch to the other side, just to even it out. So there is no right or wrong in doing this. We're just moving. Come back to neutral. And release your arms. Reach your arms forward. All the way to the top. Palms down. Exhale. Hands to your chests. Hands down to the sides. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. In. Changes. Release your right hand down. So I'm doing the mirror image here. Right hand presses down. Okay. Lengthen the left side of your body. Maybe gaze up to the ceiling. Just find your stretch there. Come back to the center once again. Hands to your chest. Hands to the sides. Okay? One more time. Other side. Left hand lowers down. Left hand presses. Inhale. Exhale. Side stretch. Maybe gaze down. Gaze up. Whatever works for you tonight. Release everything back to the center. Palms together. Changes. Bring your hands forward. Tuck the toes under. Inhale. Belly lowers down. Gaze up once again. Cow posture or cow stretch. Exhale. Cat stretch. Repeat. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Make sure that your breath becomes longer. Much more fluid. We'll come back to neutral spine. So when we speak of neutral spine, we're not lowering the belly down. We're not, okay, flexing the spine as well. It rests in between. So try to support the back by hugging the navel in. Okay? Then push the floor with your hands. Let your fingers really press down. Your knees are also pressed down along with your toes. Feel free to cushion the knees if this is too much for your knees. Okay? Stretch first the right leg all the way to the back. So once again, I'm doing the mirror image here. So your right is my left. So toes are pressed down, the right leg is long. Breathe. And from here, right leg lifts high. So we're not talking about height here, we're talking about length. So pushing the wall behind you by flexing the foot, supporting the back again, core is engaged, try not to open the hips. Hips are facing the mat. Just bring your gaze down so that the neck is long. And release, right knee lowers down. Other side. Left leg or left foot steps back. Find that stretch. Engage the core. Once you're ready, left leg lifts high. Breathe. Release. Left knee lowers down. Okay, move side to side. Just so you can also stretch the wrists. Move forward and back. Now from here, we step the right foot forward, outside the mat. So your hands are under the shoulders. Okay, your right shoulder is close to your right knee. Left knee is still pressed down to the floor. Just try to find the length of the spine. Okay? So as you press your left hand down, just bring your right hand to your hip. So you're supporting yourself there. Just open the chest. Face the screen. Or maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Okay, now from here, lower your chest down once again. So your chest faces the floor. So we repeat. We open. We close it down. Opening. Closing. Opening. Closing. Last one. So feel free to release your hand behind you as if you want to grab the other hip or the other part of your waist, or the left side of your waist rather. Release your right hand down to the floor once again. Then feel free to stretch your right leg. So if you need to walk your foot forward, you can walk that foot. Otherwise, just stay wherever you are and just push your hips, your back, as you find that deep stretch in the right leg. If you need to walk your hands back as well so that you can feel much more stable, then take that option too. Re-lunge, so we're bending again the right knee. One more time, we stretch again the right leg. So repeat the flow, just moving forward and back. Just remember to move mindfully. If it's too much for the joints, okay, take it easy. Now as you come back to this stretched posture, your arms are fully stretched maybe. Your toes are pointing forward. Try to feel the stretch behind your right leg. Maybe you're finding some sort of a stretch in your glute. That is fine. Begin to flex the right foot, please. So if you need to adjust the hands, adjust the hands. So we're not aiming for a rounded back here. Move your chest forward so that your spine becomes long. So the more you bring your toes closer to your shin, the deeper the stretch you feel in your hamstring. Re-lunge. Walk the hands forward once again. Now we pick up the back knee and just stretch that left leg. Lower the left knee down once again. Stretch. Lower. Stretch. Lower. Last time here. So just go easy on your hands. Okay? So that your hands, your wrists don't get too tight or heavily laden with your weight. So try to activate your shoulders, engage your legs, chest moves forward. Breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left knee lowers down, right knee steps back. Push back to your child's pose, your balasana. Rest here first. Take 5, 4, 2, and then 1. Come back to your tabletop posture. Now we work on the left leg. So your left leg, or your left foot rather, steps forward, close to your left hand. So if you need to adjust the right knee, adjust the right knee. So once again, try to lower the hips just a little bit more so that you can push your chest a bit more forward. Now balance yourself here with your right hand. Left hand comes close to your left hip. So you're bending the left elbow, then you open up to the left side. Then you close it down. Chest, okay, becomes parallel to the mat. A few more rounds of this on your own. Open, close. So we're basically twisting. One last. Maybe release. Wrap your left hand around if it's accessible. Breathe. Slowly release your left hand down. So from here, begin to stretch your left leg. So remember to adjust. Take the time to stretch. You don't have to go for the edge of your stretch. So we're not aiming for super long stretches here. Just do whatever you can. Sometimes the body allows a deeper stretch, but it happens whenever the body is ready. And once you're ready to stay, if you can hold the posture, just for a few breaths here, hold the posture. So remember the spine, the chest, the hands if you have to. Make some necessary changes there. Breathe. Try to quiet the mind as you quiet the body. And you just focus on the breathing portion of the practice. Let's flex the foot. And slowly we come out of the posture by re-lunging with left knee. Hands once again under the shoulders. Then stretch the right leg. Okay? With control, lower the right knee down. Stretch the right leg. So the left knee doesn't move, only the right. So control the negative here. Last one. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee lowers down. Left knee steps back. Push back. Child. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So make sure that your child's pose, in your child's pose, your hands are fully stretched here, your arms rather. Palms are pressed down. We're coming up to your downward facing dog. It's basically your child's pose, a harder version of your child's pose though. Look straight ahead. Lift your hips a little bit. Tuck your toes under. And then begin to lift your knees off the mat as you push your hips up to the sky. Straight to the left leg and the right leg as well. So this is your downward facing dog. If your heels are unable to touch the mat, you can always bend the knees, okay? We're not going to stay here for very long, especially if this is your first time to come up to this posture. So we're basically doing an inverted letter V with the hips at the highest point of our body, with the hands and the feet pressed down to the mat. Try to bring your chest to your thighs just as much as you can. And from your down dog, begin to lift the heels and move yourself to your plank. Okay? Strong legs. And then push the hips up and back. We come back to our downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale here. Hold your plank. Exhale. Down dog. Last one, guys. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Good. Lower the knees down. Sit back down. Hands on top of your thighs. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Open your eyes. Palms together. Interlace the fingers. Let's just move the wrists. Reverse. So remember, try to activate the core, activate the shoulders, make sure that the arms are strong so that the wrists are not, we don't put too much weight, unnecessary weight onto our wrists whenever we come up to a posture that would require upper body strength. Okay? Press your hands down, tuck the toes under, heels down, slowly come up, bring your hands to your shins, flat back, so stretch the chest forward, spine is long, legs are long, but if you need to bend the knees, please bend the knees. And as you exhale, lower everything down, even the head, release the hands down. Let's do some pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to your shin bones once again. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe your hands, your fingers can graze down your mat. Why not? It's okay. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now from here, bend your knees. We slowly come up. As we come up, stretch your arms forward. Maybe palms touch. Push your hips forward. Come into a back bend, standing back bend. Then as you exhale, hands your heart space. Breathing in. And then breathing out. One more time, breathing in. And then breathing out. Open your eyes. Walk your feet forward, come to the top of the mat. We usually begin our practice by standing at the top of the mat. Feet are pressed down. You can always bring your big toes together. Toes are fully spread out, but heels are not touching. But if this is too much, you can always separate the feet. Okay? Just like so. Your feet are under your knees under your hips here. Okay? So really feel the mat underneath or under your feet. Stand tall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's go. Inhale. Now as you exhale, you can bend the knees here. So hinge from the hips and then fold all the way down to the floor. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Now your right foot lunges back. Step to the back. So you're bending the left knee. Your right leg is fully stretched. Just like what we did earlier, right knee lowers down. Bring your arms up and above your heart. And as you exhale, hands to the floor. Stretch your left leg. Try to flex the left foot. Re-lunge that left knee. Pick up the back knee here. And then slowly stretch both legs. Bend the left knee once again. Step your right foot to meet your left. Exhale. Fold. Inhale to rise. Bend the knees if you need to. Just slowly come up. Head comes up last. Hands up and above. Hands to your chest. Hands to the sides. Let's repeat. Inhale. So remember, hinge from the hips so that you're able to fold forward deeply. Halfway. You can always bring your hands up. Otherwise, okay, exhale. Now bend the knees once again. Now the left foot steps back. Lower the left knee down. Anjaneyasana. Low lunge. Hands to your heart. Release. Remember, inhale first. Then as you exhale, stretch the right leg. Flex the right foot. Re-lunge the right knee. And lift the left knee off the mat. Take your time, inhale. Then as you exhale, stretch both legs. Bend the right knee once again. Now changes here. Make sure to press your hands down firmly and then begin to slide your right foot back to your downward facing dog. Breathing in and then breathing out. Slowly shift your weight forward to your high plank. Okay, lower the knees down, lower everything down to the floor. Okay, clip your elbows close to your rib cage as you breathe in. Lift the chest. So your elbows are close to your rib cage. Drop your shoulders, please. Retract the shoulder blades. Exhale. Fold. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now from here, flip your bodies over. Flatten your backs. Let's build some strength in your core. So the back is flat. Bring your knees above the hips. Okay? Bring your hands by your sides, or you can actually bring your hands underneath so that you can support your back. Stretch your legs up to the sky. You can curl up here. This is ideal, but if this is too much, just lower the head down. Okay? Lower your legs down to the floor. Then lift them up to the sky. Okay? Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Inhale, exhale. In, X. I know. In, X. This is going to end. Yes, it is. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Bend your knees. Hug your knees to your chest. Try to support the back by massaging it. It's just one way of waking up the core, waking up the body, building strength, building stability, hopefully. Now move forward and back Forward and back. Then come up to a seated posture. Okay, cross your legs in front of your hips. Move your body forward. And cross the legs. So we're now facing the right side of your mat. Push back to your child's pose first. Breathing in. And breathing out. Hips up. Downward facing dog. Come from your downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look to the front. It's like your puppy dog here. And just slowly walk your feet forward until you come to the top of the mat. And then forward. Inhale to rise all the way up. The sky. Hands your heart space. Hands down to the side. Okay? So similar to what we did earlier. So we repeat. Press your feet down. Inhale. Maybe you can push your hips forward to go for a standing back bend. You don't have to. Then as you exhale, hinge from the hips once again. Fold. Halfway. And then fold. Now your right foot lunges back once again. Lower the right knee down. Low lunge. Now changes here, okay? Release your left hand behind. Wrap it around the waist. Then lower the hips down. Reach back. Slowly release your right hand to the floor. With twist, facing the screen. Left arm reaches high. Release your left hand down. Okay, inhale first. Then as you exhale, stretch your left leg. Remember to flex the left foot. Re-lunge the left knee. Pick up the right knee. And then stretch your left leg. Bend your left knee. Your right foot steps in. Exhale. Forward. Rise up. Stay grounded with your feet. Hands to your chest. Hands down to the side. Other side. Maybe back bend here. Trust yourself in the process. And then slowly, slowly fold over your legs as you exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale. Now the front foot steps back. That is your left. Lower the left knee down. Your arms reach up high. Changes, release your right hand, wrap it around. And then slowly lean back as if you want to grab something from behind. Your chest lifts up and your hips lower down. Breathe. Slowly, slowly we release. Your left hand down to the floor. With twist facing the right side. Right arm reaches high. Breathe. Release. Inhale. As you exhale, stretch your right leg. Flex the right foot. Bend the right knee. Okay. Lift. And then stretch. Come back to your lunge. Changes. Press both hands down once again. Step your right foot back to your downward facing dog. Breathe. And from your downward facing dog, shift your weight forward to your plank. Strong plank. Just hold it here first. Knees lower down. Everything lowers down to the floor. So remember, hands close to your chest, elbows to your rib cage. Breathing in. Lengthen that spine. Maybe you can stretch your arms fully, but if it's too much, soften the elbows, okay? So you're not hiking up the shoulders here. Drop them down. Exhale. One more time. Maybe you can stay here, maybe not. Either or is okay, okay? And then fold. Okay? Line your backs once again. Breathe. Okay? Bring your hands underneath just to support the back so that you don't arch the back as we do your core workout. Okay? Knees lift. So this one is harder than the previous one. So lift your legs up to the sky. Your right leg lowers down. Your right leg meets your left. Your left leg lowers down. Your left leg meets your right. So we repeat. 2, 2. Control the negative. 3, 3. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, bend the knees. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Stay with me. 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, almost there, 9, last one, and release. Good job. Knees to your chest, massage the back, massage the back. Forward and back, forward and back. Cross the legs, shift your weight forward, step back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Look forward, bend your knees. Now slide your right knee forward. Slide your left knee forward. So you're crisscrossing the legs. Sit back down. Release your hips down. And cross the legs. Stretch your legs forward. Okay? So hopefully you're still with me. We're about to close the practice. So we want to slow down, we want to wind down our bodies, our breath. So relax a bit, grab any part of your feet. What I'm doing here is I'm reaching for my big toes with my peace fingers. If this is not accessible, you can grab your ankles or maybe your shin bones. Either way, you don't want to round the spine just because you want to grab the feet or the toes, okay? If you want to grab the feet and you're rounding the spine, make sure to bend the knees instead, okay? So even if you're unable to fold deeply here, like what I'm doing, that's okay. So you want the breath to guide the flow, to guide the movement. Your breath is always the barometer of the practice. If you're forcing it, they say it's not yoga. So let's not force it. Let's celebrate the body, the way we can move tonight on the mat. Let's also respect it along the way. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, fold. Okay? Now try to bring your feet together here. You're going to twist. Inhale. Now as you exhale, just bring your right hand behind. Left hand close to your right leg. Any part of your right leg. Inhale once again. And as you exhale, just a simple twist. So you're using your right hand to anchor yourself down there so that you don't lean back, you don't collapse, okay? Go back to the center. Inhale here, then as you exhale, twist, other side. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, deepen your twist. And release everything. Bend your knees here, hands down, scoot your hips forward, lie down on your backs once again, hug your knees to your chest. Feet lower down. Okay, we start first with the right leg lifts high. Bend your right knee. Okay. Place your right ankle or your foot against your left knee. Open up to your figure four. So try to push slightly your right knee away from you. Flex the foot as well to protect the knee joints. Inhale here. As you exhale, just lower both knees down to the right side as you bring your gaze over to the left. So both shoulders are pressed down. Adjust the hips if you need to. So remember, take it easy on your knee joints, please. Come back to the center. Release the right leg. Point the foot towards the ceiling. Let's give that right leg a stretch and release your right foot. Okay, other side. You can support your left leg here first. Bend the left knee. Figure four. Okay, you can scoot the hips to the right side if you don't have space. And as you exhale, lower both knees to the left side. You can close your eyes here so that you can focus more on your breath. You can look inward, less on the shape, more on the feelings of the shape. Slowly unraveling the posture. Stretch your left leg up, all the way up. And then release left leg. Hug your knees back to your chest. Open your knees a bit wider. Okay, gentle rotations there. Massaging the back along the way. Coming up to your happy baby pose. Bring your feet above your knees. Maybe grab your toes, your feet. And once you're stable enough, just slowly relax and gently swing. Just like a baby here. Slowly open your eyes, release the mind, Lower the feet down. Try to separate the feet as wider than your hips rather. Try to bring the knees together. By doing so, you allow the back to be released of any tension there. Stretch your arms by your sides, palms up. Or maybe from here, just curl up first so you can, have spaces wherein you can properly release your upper back, your head, your neck. Let's do 3 cleansing breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Then open your mouth as you exhale. Ha. Once again, inhale. Exhale. Ha. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Ha. So at this point, we just want to relax. We just want the body to calm down, the breath to calm down, the mind to relax as well. So no more tension, hopefully. So try to settle in and settle down in such a way that you feel comforted in this posture. You are safe. You are at home and at peace. Try to close your eyes if they're not yet closed, so that you don't get distracted by anything, by your environment. You just want to focus on the now. And focus on your breath as well. Stay there. Just listen to my voice as I give the next set of instructions. So become aware of your breath there. So when we do strong postures, when we move dynamically, our breath becomes shorter. Our breath becomes harder. It is as if we're catching up on our breath. But as you lie down on your backs there, so we want the reverse to happen. You want to slow down. You want our breath to become easier to feel inside the body. So much so that when you take your breath in, it is as if it wants to permeate the entire body surface. And as you exhale, the more that it softens the body down, the more it relaxes your system. So pay attention to your joints, your shoulders, your knees, your ankles, your elbows. If you find them tensing up, maybe allow them to soften down. Sometimes we have this tendency to be in control of everything. So this is your perfect opportunity to drop your guards down. Nobody's watching you anyway. You're on your own. You're in your safe space. No one is judging you, including yourself. Just relax. And you can stay longer in this posture with the knees pressed against each other. But if you want to fully relax and enter the most important state in your practice, and that is your Shavasana. So what you do is you just extend the legs forward. You can always open your legs wider than your hips. Let your feet splay out their sides. Relax. So the goal here is not to doze off, but to simply become peaceful in this particular state. You're fighting off, the tendency to doze off. Your mind is still aware, still alive, but you're not thinking heavily of things because your mind has freedom at this point. Your body has freedom at this point. Your heart feels spacious. It is free as well. So from this point forward, I'll let you experience the solitude and the peace in Shavasana. Slowly come back to the spaces around you. Try to gently initiate movement into your bodies at this point by maybe wiggling your toes, your fingers, okay, shimmying the hips, shimmying the shoulders. Then go for the bigger movements. Bring your legs together. Reach your arms over your head like you're stretching. And then as you exhale, close the gap by bringing your knees to your chest, wrapping your arms around the knees. Then lie down onto one side. Come down to your fetal posture. Then using your other hand, press the hand down so you can begin to lift yourselves up into a seated posture facing the screen. Any seated posture will do. If you need to cushion up your hips so that your hips are elevated, take that option as well. Bring your hands to your heart space. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Sealing the practice with one sound of Om. Inhale for Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I wish peace, peace, and peace. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Hopefully that is something that you can look forward to as well, as far as your practice or your next practices are concerned. Feel free to join me once again next time. Okay, same time, same place. Okay, bye-bye.